So today is a little bit of a different video because I have the whole week off. The reason I have the whole week off is because Alex's birthday is on Wednesday, and in the Netherlands kids start school when they turn 4, like the day of their birthday. So she's starting school on Wednesday and it's a lot of mess. We don't have daycare also apart from school. Basically I thought it's going to be too much to not have daycare, have her start school and work, so I took the week off. It is Monday today and she is in a trial day in school, so she's spending the morning there, so I have a little bit of free time. Tomorrow she doesn't go to school, so we will just have our last day before school together, and then on Wednesday she officially starts school. But Wednesdays in the Netherlands, or at least in the city I am in, Wednesdays are half days, and then Thursday is the first full day that she's going to go from morning till afternoon. So we will see how that goes, but that means I have a little bit more time. And I have always seen these vlogs of people doing challenges, like change my screen time to reading time for a week, or change my number of pickups for reading pages in a week, stuff like that. And I always thought it's very fun, but I never had the time to spend a week doing that kind of thing. And I feel like this week is going to be a little bit more like that. I still have a to-do list, so I'm not just going to hang around. Like, there's things that I want to deep clean now that I am home. I never have the opportunity any other time, so I want to deep clean the kitchen. I want to organize all her toys, because obviously we had a party last weekend for her birthday and she got a lot of presents, so now it's overflowing, so I have to organize that a little bit, that kind of thing. But for the most part I do have some time extra off, so I have time to do other things as well. And the way that I'm planning to do this is, I saw Leonor Reads or something like that, that's her channel name, I'll link her down below. I saw her do a vlog in which she picked a different challenge every day, which I thought was extra fun. So that's what I'm going to do. I have made a wheel with all different challenges that I think will be fun to do, and we are going to spin it and see what we get for today. Read the newest book in my TBR. Ooh. I'm just gonna go to my story graph TBR and see what my newest book is. So some of the challenges here are specific books, and some of them are like how much I read, how many pages I read, kind of thing. This happens to be one of the ones that are actual books that I want to read. So the newest book on my TBR, let me go grab it. The newest book in my TBR is Sold Slow by Julia Armfield. So I guess we're reading this. It's short stories, and apart from this, it's not very long, but because they're short stories I probably want to pace them myself a bit. I have an arc of a book called Red is My Heart in NetGalley, and I think it's archived tomorrow, so I also want to read that one. And it's also not very long, it's less than 200 pages and it's mixed media, so I don't think I'm gonna read both of these in their entirety, but I think I will be reading both of those throughout today and maybe finish one of them. We will see, but this is the plan for today. So yeah, now I also want to do a little bit of cleaning before I start reading, and a little bit of admin. I have some admin I have to do as well, not big things, but just probably will take me 20 minutes, but I have to sit and do it. So let's do that. think I'm done with organizing. It looks much better. And if I show you these bags and those books, I can donate. I have also thrown a bunch of stuff that I have to take to the recycling, and this is how everything is looking now. So we have random miscellaneous toys here, her train building stuff, her ukulele. Here we have building things, so these are like magnetic building blocks and wooden building blocks and some Lego. She doesn't have a lot of Lego. I was expecting more Lego for her birthday, but whatever. More building blocks, some Play-Doh. This is her painting station. She really likes painting and stickers and stuff, so she has a lot of that. And her books, I have cleared out some of the like younger things, puzzles and board games, and that's like all her works from daycare. And in those boxes I have chalks and I have the bins to put things in here because I don't want her to touch that. So that's how it's looking. I think it's better now. And then she has here her cooking stuff, and we have also put in here the kinetic sun stuff because it's to make ice cream, so it kind of makes sense to put it in the kitchen. So that's one big thing done. These ones I'm going to wait a little bit to see if she misses them, and if she doesn't, I'm going to donate it. It's very convenient because in the Netherlands kids get presents for Christmas on the 5th of December, so I can probably donate these to kids that don't have presents for Christmas kind of action. They normally start collecting at the end of November, so I can wait until then, and if she doesn't want it, then I can donate it there. And now it's time to clean the kitchen. Okay, so I have finished cleaning the kitchen. I have all that trash to get out of, mostly boxes from Alex's birthday, but also just the trash. So I was thinking I was going to do that when I go pick up Alex, but we also don't have trash bags, and it's not really that far, it's like 5-minute walk. So I think I'm just gonna go and throw the trash and buy some trash bags. And at least that's sorted. And I think other than that I have to vacuum the floor, and then I'm done with house chores and I can start reading. Hello everyone. So it is almost 9 p.m. Alex went to bed around an hour and a half ago, and I have been reading a little bit more. I did finish Red is My Heart earlier today, almost before I went to pick up Alex from school, which by the way she really liked. I think it's been a success, so I'm very happy about that. But I have also been reading South Slow, um, like the wheel told me to, and I am currently 103 pages in, so about halfway, a little bit farther than halfway. And the stories are nice. Uh, I think that she's a really good writer, and I have seen that from the other books I read from her. Um, Short stories are not my thing, so this is not my favorite, but I am enjoying the stories enough. I think they are also less horror than her other books. Um, some of them feel more like everyday things with a twist. But yeah, I'm enjoying them. I think I will probably read one or two more stories before I go to bed and have a couple of stories left for tomorrow, but I'm enjoying this so far. Hello everyone. So it's Tuesday morning. We just woke up. It's like 7 in the morning. And yesterday I did read one more story in South Slow. So I'm on page 127. I have, I think, about 60 pages left. But today, let's check what challenge we have. Today is the day that I have the least, let's say, freedom, because we are together the whole time. We have to go to town to do some errands. So I hope I don't get like 3 to 5 hours or something, because that's gonna be difficult. But we'll see what we get. Color wheel. So another book. And start. I have put like maybe 5 or 6 prompts to pick up books, and the rest of the prompts are like challenges actually for how much I read in a day kind of stuff. I hope I don't get all of the prompts for choosing books, and then I end up with like 20 books that I've chosen. Let's spin the color wheel then. Blue. Okay. Let me have a think. So I think I have mainly 2 options. I could either go for strong female character, which is very much the blue that came up, I think, and I have Endling, which is a sky, so it's blue, but it's not the same tone. Practically, this one I have to read for my book club, so it will make sense, but this one is closer to the color, so I think I'm going to go with this one. I think I'm still going to like go back and forth these two, because I can finish these stories, but next I will read this one for sure. And as I said, today is a little bit of a less free day because I'm with Alex the whole day, so we will see how much I get to read any of these. How long is this? It's just under 300 pages. So yeah, we will see how we go. So the plan for today is to get ready, and then we are going to go to the library. We are going to go to run some other errands. I have to, I also didn't show you, but I did clear out Alex's wardrobe, so I have a bunch of clothes that don't fit her anymore that I can donate. So I think we will go donate those. And I also have to buy a present for a friend that just had a baby. so I also have to do that. And yeah, that's most of the things. I have to go to the supermarket, and other than that we probably can just chill, maybe go to the park if it's not raining a lot. The weather has been not terrible. It's not super cold and it's not super raining, but it's very, very grey, and the amount of light is really low, so it always feels like not like going out. But we'll see. I also will try to get some B-roll, because I know that I have been very bad at it the last vlogs, but it's just difficult when your mind has 20 different things going on, and to also remember to vlog something. But I will try my best, and I will update you when I have something else to say. See. Hello everyone. So it's about 3 p.m. and we came back a couple of hours ago from running some errands in town. We went to the second-hand shop to bring some old clothes from Alex that don't fit her anymore, and she also found a t-shirt that she liked, so that's nice. And then we went to the to another shop to get some presents for a friend that has just had a baby. And then we went to the library and spent some time there, and I also got some books, so we can have a library haul. I'm trying to collect most of the books that I have on my TBR, so that maybe I can finish as many of them as possible before the end of the year. The first one I have is The Wind of the Willows, The Willows by Kenneth Grahame. I basically picked this up because Lina Norms recommended it. It's supposed to be a children's classic, a very well written children's classic. Then I have A Heart So White by Javier Marias, and this one, My Heart Goes Loud by Margaret Atwood, I picked up for one of the Harkey challenges that I want to do next month, I think. I don't know much about them, but that is the deal with those. Then I have The Mermaid of Black Conch by Monique Roffey, which is a book I'm reading for the Haircut Challenge this month, about a fisherman that catches a mermaid in the Caribbean, and we will see what happens next. I also don't know so much about it. Then I have Patriot by Alexei Navalny, and this is a memoir of Alexei Navalny, who was against the Putin regime, and basically how hard that is. I think he spent a lot of time in prison, and if I'm correct, he died before the end of this book, and so his wife finished the last days. It seems to be very impactful, so I'm excited to read this one. And then the last one I got is Stoneyard Devotional by Charlotte Wood, which was in the Booker a few years ago, and I was mildly interested, but not interested enough to buy it, so I was waiting for my library to get it, and they have copies now, so I got one to read. So yeah, those are the books I picked up in the library, and then I have also been reading both of my books. So I have one story left of South Slow, and as I said, I'm enjoying it, but the writing is very crafted, but also that makes it a little bit less easy to read when I can have all my attention in this book. So that actually, this is perfect for that. This is a lot more straightforward. It's also well written, but it's a lot more straightforward than Salt Slow, so I can pick up this when I cannot have 100% of my attention on the book. And this is basically a memoir as well. The author has autism, and I'm only 20 pages in, but so far what has happened is that she formally got diagnosed with autism, and then she calls her dad, and her dad is very unimpressed. But she also hints that maybe her dad also has autism, and that's why. And then she talks about all of the little details in her when she was younger that kind of indicated that she was autistic, but because she was a woman, those were not the stereotypical male signs, and so she was not diagnosed until much later. So that's where I'm at the moment, and I am enjoying it. It's very straightforward, it's very captivating, and I do want to keep reading this as well. So yes, this is my plan. As I said, it's around 3 p.m. and Alex is having a little bit of quiet time, and I think I'll join her and maybe read a little bit more of my books. And after that, we have made pizza dough, so we will be making a pizza tonight. And there's just, I need to chill. I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired, but I am so tired. We didn't do that much extraneous things. Like, sure, we went to city center and ran errands, but we also were sitting in the library for an hour. And we have been home for a couple of hours, so I should not be this tired. But I am, so I'm just gonna be grateful to myself and take a little bit of a slower time and just chill at home. We were thinking to go to the park in the afternoon, but the weather is turning darker and looks like it's gonna rain, so maybe not. Maybe we'll just chill at home, watch a movie or something, and just take it easy. It's the last day before Alex starts school, so it's also some time to like appreciate to be together. So yeah, I'll update you later. It's about 9 p.m. now, and we had a lovely day, a lovely afternoon. After going to the library, we just hung out at home, we painted a lot, we made pizza, and Alex has gone to bed about 2 hours ago, and I have been reading a little bit more, and I just wanted to update you because I'm about to go to bed, and I thought it was a good point to update you. So I did finish Salt Slow by Julia Armfield, and I think the writing is beautiful in this, but I think just by the nature that they are short stories, for me the atmosphere doesn't build. I think she does the build up very well, and I don't think that this book shows that because it's short stories, and that's the problem that I often have with short stories, that they're very reductive. But I completely understand if people are into short stories and this is something that appeals to them. I think Julia Armfield is a very good writer, and yeah, I enjoyed this enough, but it's just not quite my cup of tea. And I have been reading strong female character as well. I'm about 50 pages in, and I'm loving this. So Fern Brady is an autistic person. I googled her, and she's also apparently a comedian. I've never seen anything from her, but she basically talks here about being autistic, about getting her diagnosis, and about also how at first she was very against it because of the way that people see autistic people, and she thought, okay, all my efforts to get achievements in life are going to erase by the fact that I'm autistic, and now people are just going to think of me as the weird person. And she also talks about specifically diagnosis of female autistic people, and how that is not often done or was done. It's becoming more common and more knowledge is getting out now. And she also talks about how actually autistic women, because autism removes the barriers to be truthful and honest in a lot of ways, autistic women are more likely to be the ones in the forefront of feminist advances, because they are not afraid by social constructs to be shut down, and that feeling to want to be accepted, that often keeps women compliant. They don't have that, so they are more able to fight for women's rights. There was one little thing that bothered me at some point. Masking autism was compared to constantly being speaking a foreign language, and that was put as like that should, like, it's not natural, but that sounds to me like a very English way of looking at things, or like English speaking way of looking at things, because a lot of people speak other languages 90% of their time. If you live in a different country, you speak a different language, and it just, and it's a natural thing to do, and it's not, yeah, that, and at some point, like at the beginning, of course, it's a bit more difficult, but at some point, after a couple of years, it just becomes second nature. Like, for me, at least at this point, I've been living outside Spain for 14 years, and Spanish doesn't come natural anymore as much, and I often don't remember words in Spanish, and sometimes English is more natural, and there are a few times, not many, but a few times that Dutch is more natural for me than Spanish. So I thought that comparison was a very English speaking centric way of describing autism. I don't think, of course, like, if you mask your autism, you become better at it, but I don't think you ever feel more comfortable than when you don't mask, like more like yourself. So I thought that was not a very good comparison. But other than that, I'm really enjoying this book, and I will keep you updated. As I said, I'm about 50 pages in. I think I will take this to bed and read a little bit more. I'm not planning to finish this. The goal of this challenge was not to pick a new book every day, was to like have challenges, and the majority of the challenges on that wheel are like time-based things to read in a day, or pages to read in a day, or do some more specific challenges like that. But we just happen to get the different books challenges that are there. I hope tomorrow we don't get a new book. I hope, we'll see. But yeah, that's my update for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It's Alex's birthday, and it's her first day of school. I don't think we're going to do any big celebrations because we already celebrated during the weekend. And as I said, it's her first day of school, which is a half day, but still. And she also has theater class. Wednesdays are kind of going back and forth a lot kind of days. So I think it's going to be stressful to fit in more stuff. So I think we're just gonna do the normal things, and maybe like eat a piece of cake with dinner, pancakes for dinner, something small but still special feeling, and just sing and have like an appreciation of her without the fanfare. But yeah, it's also funny to me that it's hitting me now that she's a schoolgirl now. Like before, obviously I knew this was gonna happen, but before it just felt like, with all the planning and the trial lessons and the organization stuff that was going on, it was just overwhelming, and I didn't have time to sit down and feel things. And I think I'm starting to feel it today, that she's growing up, and all this new phase of life. Like, she's starting school tomorrow, and then she's going to be in school for the next 8 years of her life. And yeah, it's a whole different thing, and it's making me a little bit emotional. But yeah, it's what's supposed to happen. And she had a trial lesson on Monday, and I asked her how was it, and the first thing that she told me is that school is very cool. So I think she's liking it. So hopefully that will go well. But I'll let you know tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. So it's 5th of November, it's Wednesday, it's Alex's birthday, and I'm just having breakfast. It's 6:30 in the morning, and I have to wake her up in about half an hour so that she goes to school for the first day. But before we do that, I think it is apt to spin the wheel and see what we get for today. Okay, so let's do this. Why do I get all of the books? So this one is Read My Oldest Book in My TBR. And I know what that is, so I'm gonna go get it. Okay, so the oldest book in my TBR is Devotional by Charlotte Wood. I got this from the library yesterday, but I count my oldest book in my TBR as the oldest book I put in my TBR in Storygraph, and this is the one. So yeah, I know it's about a woman in Australia go live in a convent, kind of recluse. Not becoming a nun, but just like the rural, isolated kind of life. It's what this book is trying to do. And it does have massively big font, so maybe it's not gonna take a massive amount of time. But yeah, I reached page 83 on this yesterday, so I have about 200 pages left of this, and this is 280 or something, so definitely not going to finish both of these today. So the plan today is I'm going to drop Alex in school, and then I have about 3 hours ish, and in that time I want to clean the house. I want to declutter some parts like the entrance, and there is like little things that I need to do, like there is a hook where we put coats in the entrance that has fallen off, and I have to fix that. Small stuff like that, but that's probably going to take me at least an hour, and then I have to pick her up at 12, and we are going to the theater class, and then we have some time between ending of the theater class and then, so the theater class finishes around 2:30, and then at 5 we have to go pick up a vegetable package that we normally get. So there's this organization in my town that you order a package of vegetables, and every week is a different thing based on seasons and what the farmers around the area have available. We often get vegetables that we don't care about, and we have a lot of food in the fridge, so I was thinking not to do it this week, but the vegetables this week are very good, so we're gonna get it and maybe skip next week or something. It's fine, but we do have to go pick up that, and around 5. The place is open from 5 to 7, so I normally go when they open so that Alex can still follow her evening routine. So yeah, we have a few hours in between, and because it's her birthday I was thinking maybe we can do something a little bit more special, but it's probably, she's going to be tired probably, so maybe just staying home and cuddling with a movie is special enough. Yeah, and then I have, after she goes to sleep, to read a little bit more. My hope today is that I read about 200 pages. I was thinking more like finishing this, but I guess I have to also start this one, and we will see. I don't love reading several books at one time, but at least this one is a memoir and this one is a novel, so we have that. We will see how this goes. Hello everyone, so it's past 11:30 and I wanted to update you because I'm going to leave relatively soon to pick up Alex, and I also need to drop a package that I have to send and do some small things like that, but it has been quite a productive morning. I cleaned the house, I did laundry, I also did answer some emails and sign up for some things, admin stuff, so that's good. But I have also been sitting here and reading for a couple of hours. I did not read anything from Strong Female Characters today, but I have been focusing on Stone Jar devotional, and I am in page 114, which is pretty impressive. I normally read like 40 pages an hour. I'm not a very fast reader, and so being in this far already, reading only a couple of hours, is quite good. I think it's partly because of the short chapters and also the small font. Like, I just want you to compare how much bigger this font is. So yeah, anyway, it's going fast. It's also one of those books I have the feeling that it's very immersive and I just want to keep reading it. And so I think I'm going to continue reading this for the rest of the day. I'm not sure if I will finish it today, but I will continue reading it today, I think, because I just want to binge it, basically. It's about this woman that she's not religious in any way, but she decides to leave her husband, her job, her life, and move into this convent with a bunch of nuns to kind of appreciate the stillness of life. We're just following those routines and that change of pace, and also some flashbacks to high school and what happened to certain people in her high school, and also to the when she left and she didn't say anything. Some people were very upset, and there is also kind of like a mystery building up. There are some events that are happening. There are a bunch of mouths in this nunnery, and there's also this nun that disappeared a long time ago, and things are happening related to that. So it's also a little bit of a, I wouldn't say a murder mystery, but it has some elements of that kind of book. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I will continue reading it today, I think. Yeah, after I pick up Alex from school, we are going to her theater class, which she goes by herself, so I have also another 45 minutes by myself to read a little bit more, and then we'll probably just come home and chill for a while. So we will see how much I read. Also tonight, my husband goes to play football on Wednesdays, so I will be home alone, and Alex typically goes to bed somewhere between 7 and 7:30. So I do have time from when she goes to sleep until I go to sleep to read some more. If you're a parent, you know those hours are precious. But yeah, that's my update. I'm really enjoying what I'm reading. I mean, this vlog has been super successful in the things that I am picking up. Maybe not so successful on the idea of the challenges that this is supposed to be doing, but alas, we might try again some other time when I have more time. Hello. So it's 10:30 and I have been reading Stoneyard devotional for a little bit. I have not touched strong female character today, and I am on page 187, so I have about 100 pages left, and I am enjoying it. I think it's a mixture of this very soft meditative book and sort of like the vibes of my sister the serial killer. I don't know how that works, but it works. I was hoping to finish it today. I haven't though, because I was just a little bit more present. So after I picked up Alex from school, we went to the theater place and we sat at the cafe first and had a little bit of a cake and a little bit of a moment, and then while she was in class I was also just chatting with other moms rather than reading. And when I came home, I found out that the Warwick Prize had announced the long list this year, so I was like going through the books and trying to make notes for filming a video tomorrow. So I haven't read as much as I wanted, but still I'm enjoying it and I made good progress on it. And tomorrow Alex is in school the whole day tomorrow, which is the first time that she's gonna do that, so that's gonna be interesting. But I do also have a lot of things I want to do tomorrow. I want to put some things in boxes and take them to the charity shop. I want to meal plan, so I'll probably like cook for an hour or two. And I also want to film that video of the Warwick Prize and edit it and upload it and all of that. And she's only in school for like 6 hours, so I don't know if I'm going to have a lot more time to read than I had today. But I'm enjoying the books and we'll see what comes tomorrow. I'm going to bed now, but I think I might read 10-20 more pages before I sleep. But yeah, I'm enjoying my... Hello everyone, so it's Thursday morning. It's incredible how fast this week is going, but I am on page 204 of Stoneyard devotional. I did read a little bit more last night, and as I said, I'm really liking it, and I want to finish this today because I don't like to have many books going at the same time, but we will see if the will agrees with me and we can get that sorted. So let's just spin for today. Swap pickups for pages. See, this is the kind of challenge that I wanted to do. But okay, let's check my phone. And I'm just going to check the pickups for yesterday, I think. Okay, so yesterday I used 2 hours and 24 minutes, 72 pickups. I don't know if you can see that. 72 pickups. Not too bad. I'm trying to keep my screen time every day lower than 3 hours. So yeah, yesterday I succeeded, and 72 pages is totally doable. That's not even how much I have left in this book, I think. So I mean, that's a minimum, so I can read more than that, but 72 pages is fine. It's fine. Good. And finally we got a challenge that is just about how much I read. So I'm happy with that. And it is almost 7, so I have to wake up Alex and get her ready for school. And then I do have a list of things I would like to do. So it's also, even though today is probably the day that I have the most freedom, I still have to do quite a lot of things, or I want to do quite a lot of things. But yeah, the objective is to finish this and maybe read a little bit more of this. I think, how many pages is this? 293, so I have about 90 pages left. That should be totally doable. Yeah, I'll update you when I have more things to say. So it is still Thursday, it's about 12, and my plans didn't go as expected. I got a call from the school that I should go pick up Alex, so I did. She has been here for the last hour or so. So I only got time to film my video and edit it. It's now uploading, and I basically didn't do anything else. We might still go to the charity shop to drop the things off, but I would not be able to go to the city center, and I might make 1 or 2 things for food, but I'm not going to do like a big meal prep that I was thinking I might do. But while I was editing the video, I had to wait for things to upload and things, and so I did finish Stone Jar devotional this morning. That was 80 something pages, so definitely also completed the challenge of reading 72 pages today. And I like this. I think it's a lot more conversational and easy to read than I thought. It's very consumable, maybe that's not the best word, but yeah, it's easy to read, but still has a strong message. So I really enjoyed this. I'm really happy that I read it. And yeah, as I said, it's like 12:30, so that means that I mean, I will not be reading a lot right now, but after Alex goes to bed, probably I will read some more, and I can go back to strong female character, because I was really enjoying this as well, and read a little bit more of it today. And I guess it's going to be a less productive day than I thought it was going to be, but that is the whole point. That's the whole reason why I took the week off, so that I knew these things could happen and I was ready to take over. So yes, I'll update you when I have something more to say. Good morning everyone, it is Friday, and I didn't read a lot more yesterday because I was editing this vlog, and I'm sorry for all the times that the camera is out of focus. It doesn't seem to do very well without a lot of light, which is all the time now that it's winter. But I did read a little bit more of strong female character, and in page 117 now, and still very much enjoying it. From what I have read now, she also went when she was younger to a mental health hospital, because people thought she was depressed instead of recognizing that the way that she was acting was autistic. And she also says many people there probably were autistic that were not recognized. And she talks about how horrible the place was and how detrimental it was for her and all of the other patients. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. I want to continue, but let's spin the wheel to see what we get today. Swap the book I am reading, so that means I have to pick up something else again. But yeah, okay. I think I know what I wanted to pick up. So obviously I could have picked up something that I need to read for a book club or something, but instead I'm going to go for The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame, just because it's children's story and it's very short, and it's supposed to be obviously very different from this. So I think these two will work in tandem fairly well. So yes, I think I'm going to go for this one, and maybe I'll finish it today, maybe not, we will see. I also don't know if I'm going to finish this vlog today or continue throughout the weekend. My original idea was continue throughout the weekend, but I'm kind of tired. This week has been more tiring than I expected, and I want to not have something stressful before the actual week, what I'm working and she is going to school starts. So we will see how I do. But these are the 2 books that I'm going to be reading today. If I finish this one, I can pick up this one back. And yeah, the will has not been very nice to me, but whatever. And today it's Friday, so Alex is going to school in principle the whole day. We'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed. And I would like to go to town and do all the errands that I didn't do yesterday. And then when she finishes school, we have like a visit to the daycare that she's going to go to after school from next week on. And yeah, I think that's basically the plan, so it's not too much. I would like to vacuum a little bit maybe, because from the last time I vacuumed it's already a little bit dirty again, so I would like to do that again. And also I might want to start my spreads for the next year's bullet journal. So I do very this is my current journal. It's not a normal notebook, and I don't make anything super pretty. It's just like practical, and Alex likes to draw on things. It's to-do lists and agenda points. It's not super fancy because I don't have time to spend hours drawing stuff. But I do have this actual bullet journal that I got discounted some time ago, and I am going to be using for next year, hopefully. So I need to start putting the spreads here at some point, and now I have time, so maybe I'll do that. I'll do that now. So yeah, that is part of my plan of today, but that's obviously not very urgent. We still have almost 2 months of the month. And yeah, then read. So I'll update you when I have more time. Hello everyone, so it is about 12 and they haven't called me from school, so everything is good. We're good. But this morning, so first I did read about 50 pages of The Wind in the Willows, and it's very cute so far. I'm liking it. It's going less fast than I thought it was going to be being a children's book, but it's a children's classic, so there's that. And then I went to do some errands. So first I went to the second-hand shop to drop some stuff, and then I went to another second-hand shop where they specialize in clothes because I need pants pretty badly. Unfortunately I did not find pants, but I did find a jumper for winter. That's the other way around. This is the correct way. Yeah, just a blue oversized jumper, very warm. It's kind of warm today, and I was feeling warm when I was wearing that in the shop. So yeah, I also kind of low-key needed a jumper. I have 3, 4, so one more, it's fine. And then I went to the bookstore because I wanted a couple of things. So Alex has this pen, which has, like, it's erasable, it's actually erasable, and it's very nice. And I was thinking I might want to use something like this for my journal, like my bullet journal, so that if things change I can just erase it instead of scratch it off. So I was looking for something like this, but the ones that I found were in like packs of 4, and I don't need that many. I wanted one. She doesn't use this so much, so I can borrow it from her, and this one is pink. I was wanting one that was like maybe blue or something, but because there was only packets of several, I decided not to buy any of them. and just use that one for now. And then the other thing that I was looking for was, so Alex got a couple of books for her birthday, in which they have recipes made for kids with illustrations, so that kids know exactly what to do, even if they don't read. And I think it was such a good idea and such a nice thing to have. However, the recipes on those books, the recipes themselves, are not necessarily something that I would want to make. They say they're healthy, but healthy from 30 years ago is not the same healthy as now. And it's also like very American oriented, so some of the things we don't have, I don't know, like the recipes didn't look that appealing to me, even though the idea was. So I was looking, we have a friend that is turning 4 at the beginning of January, and I thought she would like something like that, but I was looking for something a little bit more appetizing. And I found this. It's the World's Kitchen family recipes. So the illustrations are not as clear, but they're beautiful, and they still have illustrations and instructions and stuff. So I think it still is doing more or less what I was hoping it will do, and it's a lot better recipes than the other one. So it has like courgette pancakes, which I know her mom often makes for her, salad, some burekas, it has cookies, it has some puddings, it has red beans, ice cream, fruit salad, rolled eggs. Yeah, and it's very nice. It's very nice. I think here is like all the recipes and the illustrations. It's just a beautiful object as it is. So and then at the end it also has a swapping ingredient things, so that you can make it vegan, gluten-free, whatever you want. So yeah, I thought it was very nice. They also had one that was World's Kitchen celebration, so it was like party food or like specific dates food, but I thought this one was more appropriate for at least if you only have to one, then this one is the one. And I'm very happy that I found this, and I am excited to see what she thinks when I give it to her in January. And I was also very impressed with myself that I didn't buy any other book. There was a couple of ones that were appealing, but at the end I didn't buy anything. And then the last thing I did was I went to Lush. I wanted to film because everything is beautiful there, but there was a little bit too many people and I was not feeling comfortable about it. And basically what I wanted to find in Lush, I'm trying to make Alex's hair routine a little bit more sustainable, because and a little bit more accessible for us, because right now I'm using products that a lady makes in her kitchen, and I could just go, there is a shop in town that specializes in black hair, and I could go there and get those products, but I wanted something a little bit more sustainable, so I decided to go try the products in Lush. And they got me some samples of hand cream and shuffle. Yeah, it's like cream. I think this is gonna be very nice for her skin, and if this is good I will buy a big size. And then I bought some stuff for her hair, so this is conditioner and hair cream. And then they also gave me this, which is a sample as well, which is kind of like a shampoo conditioner thing. So they said, I asked that, I'm always a bit taken aback by how extra friendly people at Lush are. But yeah, this is, so the idea would be to put this on her hair to wash it, and then put this one to condition, and then put this one as like an everyday conditioner, I think. Hopefully this works, because it's difficult. The other options that I have seen for her hair are things that are not available in shops, and then I have to order. And if I can, I prefer not to order stuff. I prefer to buy it in person. So I'm gonna try these things, hope they work, and yeah, if they work, I mean, they are very expensive, but at least we don't wash her hair that often. These things last me maybe, like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months. Yeah, spending 30 euros every 4 months should be okay. I'm very excited about this one because she's running out of the body lotion that we use for her, and I want to see if this works, and then if it works, I'm gonna buy like a bigger pot. So yeah, that's all that I did. I do need to check Vinted for pants because I do still need pants. And I thought if I can find them in person, that's better, but I didn't. So I'm gonna check Vinted and see if I can buy a couple of pants for myself. I have sold recently some relatively big things, so I do have credit. And then I'll go get myself some lunch and sit and read. I think that's the main plan. If I get a bit tired of reading, then I will start with the journal, but if I don't, then I don't. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm quite happy with everything that I got. And hello everyone, so it's Saturday and I just wanted to update you because I did finish The Wind in the Willows yesterday, and it was nice. It was very British, very warm. It's about this toad that he's a bit self-centered, and the other, and like he doesn't think about the other animals, and how the other animals, right? A rat and a mole, and I don't remember the other ones, but there are a lot of little animals like that, and it's very gentle and very nice. I think overall I'm very satisfied with what I read this week. It's very green looking, but yeah, I did finish Red is My Heart, which I did in digital form because it was from NetGalley. Then I did Salt Slow, Stoneyard Devotional, Wind on the Willows, and I am halfway through Strong Female Character. 4.5 books in 5 days is an achievement, so I'm very happy with it. And yeah, I'm not going to continue with the weekend because I just need a little bit of a break before I start my hair kit vlog. But I'm very happy of the things I got. The challenges didn't go as I planned, but still I managed to read a lot of very good books, and yeah, I'm happy that I got to pick those books from the wheel. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you would like me to do something like this again in the future. And until next video, bye!